What's up, fam? I just want to start off by saying thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, and I am at the point where I'm almost at 100 subscribers. So definitely, when I started this YouTube channel, didn't think I was gonna even hit 20 for all I knew. I was just doing this to document the fun I have and to video the things I like. So today's video is gonna be a little different, and what I wanted to do was, normally I do videos of my four-wheelers and riding videos and me working on the four-wheelers and all. But today I wanted to do something a little different. So the other thing that I also love, a lot of people know this about me, and some people don't know this about me, but I am a shoe collector. And I have a lot of shoes. So today I just basically want to go through my collection, show y'all what I got, and maybe go over like my top 3 out of my collection. And basically, look at some shoes, for all the sneakerheads out there and all. I've been in the game for a few years now and all. I used to collect shoes back in the day, and I kind of fell off a little bit, stopped collecting, and then I think it was the year that Off-White started really getting big. That's when I hopped right back into it and started collecting a little heavy again, and grew my collection pretty fast. So now, and I do resell shoes, but I'm mainly a collector and everything. I made a good bit of money off of selling shoes over the past few years and everything, but my main sole purpose is collecting. And yes, I have a lot of shoes, but trust me, I wear them all. So I want to start out by saying that in my personal collection, at the moment, I have 90 pairs of shoes. And I did have about 115, I want to say. But when I got my four-wheeler, I kind of let some go that I wasn't really wearing and everything and all, just to kind of make a little extra money and all. Shoes that, I liked, but I didn't totally love and everything. And I kind of cut the collection down a little bit, and I chopped it down to about 90. And I mean, there's still a few in here that I could probably get rid of that I don't, have to have or need and everything. And, as I'm getting older and everything, don't get me wrong, I love my shoe collection. I love having a lot, and I love having a big variety. When I pick out my outfit, I have so many options of shoes that I can go through to wear. So, but it got to a point where I did need to cut it down. It was kind of getting a little ridiculous. Some people would even say this is ridiculous. But like I said, I've seen other people's collections, and, I had way more shoes than this, so I like it. It's just definitely a fun hobby and everything. But these days, the trying to cop a pair of shoes on launch day is basically impossible with bots and everything. So I do my best and all like that. Everybody has their little secrets and little tricks and tips and everything. And like I said, I do pretty good and I do well. So let's get into it. So to get started in my personal collection, what I did was these boxes right here, as you can see, kind of a little dusty. I need to dust off. But these boxes come from a place called the Container Store. They're called drop front shoe boxes, and I think these are large. They also have smalls that fit smaller pair of shoes, and I think the largest fit about, I think it's 8 to 9 and up, or maybe up to like 12, I think it is. And then the small fits a lot smaller shoe boxes. I mean, even if you don't have a big collection or anything like that, these will be good to go in a closet to kind of organize your shoe collection. And they come with a little drop front clear case and everything. It's really nice. It gives it a little pizzazz, and gives it that extra look if you want to display your shoes and see, which pair you want to pick out and everything. So I definitely love the drop front boxes. They are a little expensive, but if you're into organizing your shoes or collecting, it's definitely worth it. And another thing is I keep the shoe boxes for every single pair of shoes that I own. I like to try to keep the shoe boxes in very mint condition and everything, just in case I ever want to sell them down the road. You would get more for a shoe with a good box than a good shoe with a messed up box. People don't want, collectors like me also like to keep the boxes and collect them and all. Some people throw them out. I don't, just for, like I said, selling purposes and everything. But it's another little thing that I do that most shoe collectors do, to their collection. Definitely keep the boxes and keep them in good condition. Another tip, if you want to get into collecting shoes, or if you want to get into selling shoes, as I mentioned, keeping the boxes in good condition. So if you ever wanted to resell a shoe that, say, you don't wear as much, or that's still in good condition that you can sell for a good price and all, is when you buy these shoes, keep the receipts for all your shoes. So if anybody ever tries to say, oh, you got a fake pair, or whatever the case is, you can always just be like, well, I have the receipt for them. I have proof of purchase, and you can't go wrong with that. Once you have proof of purchase, then that basically shows that, your shoe is authentic. And in the shoe world, that is huge, because as a collector or even as a reseller, you don't want to be labeled as somebody who has fakes, collects fakes, or sells fakes. So that's a big one in my book, is keep your receipts for all shoes that you purchase from a store. Keep the receipts. If you buy shoes from StockX, keep all your StockX gives you basically purchase cards. Keep them. I put, after I buy a pair of shoes, I take the receipt, take the StockX cards, purchase cards, and I put them in the individual shoe box. So every single one of these shoe boxes has a proof of purchase receipt in every single one of them. So just another tip, if you ever wanted to get into it or anything, it's good to have, and it's good to like I said, if you ever wanted to sell them or whatever the case is, it's always good to keep your receipts for these shoes, because as a lot of people know, these shoes can get very expensive. And if you ever wanted to sell them and all like that for top-notch prices and full prices like they're worth, then it's good to have the receipts for them. So definitely do that. So a question that I personally get asked a lot as a shoe collector is, what's my personal favorite pair out of my whole entire collection? And as easy as a question as that is, it's kind of a hard one to answer, because when you got 90 pairs of shoes, you have so many that you definitely like and all like that. And it's just hard to single out one pair of shoes, because I mean, some of these shoes do got a little bit of history to me, and some of these shoes I had to go through a little bit more to get them, and or pay a little bit more money to get them, and it has a little bit more sentimental value to me than other pairs of shoes. So it's just kind of a hard question to answer when people ask me what is my favorite pair of shoes. But I do think I have a top three, maybe. But to start off with my personal collection, this is how I got them organized. So my first ones on the top, these are my Off-White collection. I have the Off-White Air Max 97s, the white pair. I have the Off-White ones, UNCs, which this is probably the most expensive shoes that I have in my collection, I think. Yeah, I think these are the ones that cost the most out of my entire collection. I also have the Air Max 90s. And these is a crazy story about these when I got them. And I also have the Volts, the Air Force One Volts. And I used to have the MCA's Air Force Ones, but oh nope, I still got them. There they are right now. I thought I sold them, but I forgot I put them in a case. The next little row I have on the top is my Pharrells. I did have 2 or 3 other pairs of the Pharrells. These are the newer Pharrells that recently came out. I don't have none of the older ones. But like I said, I did have 2 other pairs that I did sell and everything. Just because, you know, I like these colorways and everything, and it's a real comfortable shoe. But all in all, I definitely like the Pharrells, and this is the remainder of my Pharrell collection as of now. The next little row is my designer shoes, full-on designer, my Dolce & Gabbanas. I have the black pair, and I also have this crazy fucking sparkly pair that cost way more money than I thought. So I had to sell a lot of pair of shoes to get those, you know, and that's a lot of my most expensive shoes that I have. Mainly I sold like 6 to 7 pairs probably to get the money up to get those, just for personal, you know, preference and all. So moving on to the other side is my Yeezy collection. So I think the top row is the Yeezy 700 Glows. I did have all 3. Well, I had the blue ones. I think they call it as what, you know, Yeezy names are so fucking crazy. But I have the blue ones. I also have the originals over here that I keep. I wear them a lot. These are some shoes that I wear for working out and just daily use shoes and everything. And I have the Canyon Blues, I think they called. I have the Mono Ices that just dropped not that long ago. Real nice shoe, definitely like it. Coming down, have these. This is actually my first pair of Yeezys, was the Yeezy Zebras. You know, I got lucky and hit these on the Confirmed app on the second drop, I think it was, when they restocked on them back in 2019, I want to say. And last year in 2020 they restocked on the Breads, and I managed to get my hands on a pair of those. You know, the Zebras and Breads are probably, besides like Oreos and all, to me are like the most popular Yeezys you know, in the Yeezy little history. And I got the tail lights and everything. Definitely like mine. I actually had more Yeezys. I think I had the which ones I had? I had the Cinders. Yeah, I had the Cinders. They got stolen out of my car. And had a few more other pairs of Yeezys that I wound up letting go because I just didn't feel the need to urge to keep them and everything. So yep, that's my Yeezy collection. And for my favorite model in my collection, the Jordan 1. I have a lot of pairs of Jordan 1s. Starting with the Jordan 1 high tops, I have this row, and this row is all Jordan 1 high tops, just the highs. The Jordan 1 high tops are my favorite model shoe. You know, I love the style of the Jordan 1. And I mean, they do have a lot of hype around them right now. They're starting to go down a little bit. But to me, I love the style. It's good to throw with a pair of jeans and shit. You can even rock them with shorts, and a Jordan 1 will look good. You know, I did have a lot more pairs of the mids. My second row is the Jordan 1s in the mids. I did have a lot more pairs of them, but I'm not a big fan of the mids, but to me it still is a Jordan 1, and I still show love to the mids and everything, just not as much or whatever. They still a nice shoe, but it's a mid at the end of the day, so they're okay. That's why I had a lot of mids. I had like 15 pairs of mids, but you know, I really wasn't wearing the mids too much, so I chopped it down and everything and cut it down to these little few right here. And the next row, which starts right here, is all my Jordan 1 lows, which I have a good bit of the Jordan 1 lows and everything. A good amount of pairs of Jordan 1s. These are pretty cool that I got not that long ago. These are the Jordan 1 low spades. Real nice shoe. The texture on them is crazy, and I love that red and white colorway with the gold swoosh. Got the Ace of Spades logo on it, red bottom. All in all, beautiful, beautiful shoe. You know, little details like that is things that I go crazy over, and what gets me into it and gets me going about shoes, if you know what I mean. Gold toe, low tops. You know, the patent leather ones. Beautiful shoe. So, the next little row is just miscellaneous Jordans. You know, I used to have a lot more different models of Jordans, but like I said, over the years I did cut a lot of them out and just kept the ones that I did not want to let go and everything. There's the Carmines and everything. Real nice shoe, historic shoe at that. You know, Carmines to me will always be a popular model. And it's one of those shoes that, you know, if you got the right outfit to go with these are banging. Got the DMPs that released in 2020, I want to say. The University Blue 4s. I'm not really a 4 fan, to be honest. I'm kind of a skinny guy, and I just feel like the fours look way too big on my feet, and I just don't like the way they fit me. But this colorway is so freaking beautiful. I love the university blue colorways, and then it got the cement gray tongues and tabs. So this was a 4 that I couldn't pass up. Even with shoes that, I might not like on my feet or whatever, if it's something that I really like or a colorway, like I would have liked to get the fire reds. And them were also a nice colorway, and with the 4s. That was another one that I missed out on that I would have liked to get. 13s, I just got the red ones, the red 13s, red flints that came out not that long ago, and I also got the flints, the originals, which these came out I think last year also. As you can tell, I do wear my shoes. Funny story about the flints or whatever. When they came out, I don't know if a lot of people really wasn't collecting at the time, or I just got incredibly lucky, but I actually hit on 5 pairs of the flints. So I got really lucky with the flints, and I kept the pair and sold the other 4. So that was nice. I got the 12s, the black and yellows. 12s are another shoe that I just feel like is kind of big on my feet, but as you could tell with my car and my 4-wheeler, I love the color yellow. It's one of my favorite colors. So this was actually a model that I couldn't pass up. Definitely loved the university gold yellow. I mean, I actually like the yellow, but this color is actually labeled university gold. But like these are labeled university golds also, but if you put them side to side and compare them, it's actually not the same color yellow. I don't know why Jordan does that, like that, because this is a more of a university gold color, and this is more of a, I guess, a school bus yellow color or whatever. But all in all, definitely like the colorway. Nice shoe and everything. And recently, and I also got a pair of the Jubilees that just dropped last year also, and everything. I'm also not a big fan of 11s. I like them. They is a nice model shoe or whatever, but this colorway I felt like was crazy. Black and white, you can't go wrong with. So, and since it does got a lot of history in this shoe, decided to get them and all on the 25th anniversary ones and all. I definitely like getting shoes for the story also and shit. And a lot of people hate on the 14s, but me, I personally love the 14s. It's a real sleek model. I would have loved to get the Thunders. I think it's a black and yellow pair. I always wanted them. The Thunder 14s is actually the shoe that got me started with shoe collecting, because I wanted them so bad and I couldn't get them. So I started collecting shoes to sell a few to buy the Thunder 14s, and honestly just never went back to it. I wanted to do it, and I started collecting shoes and wearing them a little bit and really getting into it, and I kind of started to forget about the 14s. I mean the Thunders. So I was just like, I'll get them one day. I'm just not in a rush to get them anymore. You know, I still love a shoe, but... And last but not least, on my last row is all my Nike Dunks, which I never really used to collect Dunks. I wasn't one of those people. They got real die-hard Dunk collectors that I guess collects the SBs and all. If you want to know where the money's at, it is in Dunks right now at the moment, but it's really the Dunk SBs that sell for big money type moves and all. But I like these. You know, the Dunk is a very historic model also, and everything has a long history in the shoe game and all. These are the Iowas. Real nice shoe. Love the colorway. You know, one of my favorite pairs of Dunks that I own. I also got the Syracuse highs, the Kentucky blue highs. It's hard to show y'all because it's on the bottom row. Kentucky blue highs, real nice shoe. Got the Bass grays that came out, all gray and white. These are the All-Stars that came out for All-Star Weekend Dunks. Got like a patent leather with a certain material, real nice shoe with a 3D emblem on the shoe. Beautiful dunk. I definitely would like to grow my collection of Dunks, but at the moment they are a little hard to get because they are growing a lot more popular in the shoe world. So any shoe that is real popular in the shoe world is gonna be an extremely hard shoe to get and everything. And these actually are pretty nice. These are the Dunk Low 399s. Real nice shoe. They actually got mismatched coloring in the both of them, and they have a black and a white pair. I decided to go with the black pair because it fit my style a little bit more than the white pair. But all in all, Dunks, real comfortable model to wear also. You know, a lot of people mistake Dunks for the Jordan 1s and everything, and I mean, I can see it. You know, they kind of do have the same similarities, but not the same shoe. And as I said before, the Jordan 1 highs are my favorite model of shoe. So the top 3 in my collection are Jordan 1s. You know, another popular Jordan 1 model is the Hyper Royals. I actually got pretty lucky on these too. I actually hit, I think it was like 3 or 4 pairs of these. And I was gonna keep 2 pairs, but you know, if you was into the sneaker game when these came out, they was going for like $400 to $500 a pop. So I just decided to let them go and keep me a personal pair and everything. Also, these were the same way. The University Blues, real popular model, and the Jordan 1 that in the recent years, high price tag of like $400 when they first released, $500. Nice suede on them. Beautiful shoe. And have ones like the Shadow 2.0s. I love this colorway. Real easy to match. with different mix matching clothes and everything. Beautiful shoe also. And I have a lot of Jordan 1 highs, you know, but if I had to pick my top 3 favorite ones, ooh, it would be a tough one, but I would have to say my all-time favorite in my collection, this probably has to be number 1 because of just the history on this shoe and it being an off-white shoe and how hard it was for me to get this damn shoe. But after a lot, I did get them, and the box on the off-white ones are pretty damn cool also. I really like the box. Opens right here to a clear little opening and everything. Comes with paper that has the labeling on the off-white labeling on the paper. Comes with your different color shoestrings and everything. You know, just all out banging model and super popular. And like I said, that model is the most expensive shoe that I own to date, and I think they're going for, last time I checked, like 2,000 to 3,000, I want to say, or whatever. You know, when I copped them early in the game when they wasn't $3,000. But like I said, I was able to get my hands on them, and definitely probably my favorite pair in my collection. Going with my number 2 favorite would probably have to be these right here. And these are the Blue Chills Jordan 1s. It's a patent leather shoe. I love that baby blue, university blue colorway. And this is actually a woman's shoe. When they released this model, it was only released in the woman's model and all. And I have a few in my collection that would only release in women's, and I would cop or whatever just because it was one of those shoes where I had to have. But them are definitely one of them, you know, that I paid a good bit of money for. I had to pay resale for these because I missed out on these. And but them are probably my second favorite pair. And for my third favorite out of my top 3 is surprisingly another women's pair. And it has to be the snakeskins. This shoe is beautiful to me, and it's definitely an eye catcher. You know, it has the red and white and black, like a bread toe look, you know, from the originals. And just an all-out beautiful shoe, and the texture for the snakeskin is crazy. And the inside is actually a satin, as you can see. So definitely in my top 3. You know, I love this shoe. Definitely an eye turner. You know, and like I said, they're so kind of close to the colorway in the originals and everything. I also have the 85s. And shattered backboards. What are these? There's so many Jordans, sometimes I even forget the names of them. But metallic golds. I live in Louisiana, where a lot of the people bleed black and gold, and we rep the Saints hard. So this is like a perfect shoe for where I live, and we wear a lot of Saints stuff. It's not my favorite football team, but I still support the Saints, so definitely a fun colorway to wear. Got the biohacks, got the Volt Golds, the Bloodlines, the Smoke Grays, I want to say. The red top. I do have all three of the Code Japans, the collab that they came out with, which was the biohacks, was one of them. The natural grays was the other drop, and the last one was the navies and all. I do have them also. I have all three. These are the pines. Showed you blue chills. Definitely have these, which was the I'll tell you on the box. I can't think of it right now, but love this colorway also. That blue, you can't go wrong with blue. Blue was one of my favorite colors and everything. Real nice shoe. These was actually another one of the Code Japan. This was the last Code Japan ones, the navy blues that I was telling you about. Beautiful shoe. Honestly, to tell you the truth, these are probably number 4, because I have so much navy blue clothing and everything. So these are probably number 4 on my favorite list, because I do wear these a lot. And it's a suede, as you can see, texture. And I love that shoe. I do wear them a lot. Showed you the shadows, the Hyper Royals, the Carolina UNCs. This is another women's shoe, which is the Silver Toes. Definitely a nice reflective material and all, fun shoe to wear. Got the Court Purples. Got the Fearless. All patent leather. Another nice shoe. And all, most of these shoes I got pretty early before all the prices jumped and skyrocketed. Shattered backboards, another nice shoe. I like the orange look. I just recently got the Pollens, the ones, and I was kind of very disappointed on these because, like I said, I am a black and yellow fan. And I don't know, I guess when I heard about another black and yellow Jordan 1 coming out, I was ecstatic about it, and when I got it, I'm like, this is a sucky color yellow. Like, this is not the yellow that I expected it to be. So, I was kind of upset about that and everything, but they don't really drop black and yellow Jordan 1s that often, so all in out, I had to cop it. And I like it. I just, like I said, thought it could be better. And probably my third favorite in my whole entire collection, and a shoe that was hard for me to actually get, is the Jordan 1 tie-dyes, which is actually another women's shoe. I love these shoes. The color on these shoes and the texture of the tie-dye is amazing to me. And it is just a cool ass shoe. I mean, look at that tie-dye. It's crazy looking. You know, when they first dropped these, I tried so hard to get these, and I just couldn't hit on any app, didn't hit no raffles, and I didn't hit nothing. And I actually waited. The price on these went up to about 320 in my size, and I actually waited about a year almost to get those because I was debating on getting them after the price skyrocketed and stayed up there. Normally, a shoe goes up when they first drop, and after about a few months, they start to go down a little bit and, start to even out to a better price. But them, they did not. They went up to 320 and they stayed there the whole time. So, wound up getting them like a year later. Decided to finally pull the trigger and just pay the money for them because I really wanted them. And like I said, definitely a nice shoe to have, and definitely probably top 3 in my collection. But other than that, like I said, I do have other shoes that I can, I guess, label top 10 in my collection and all like that. Like I said, I do like these right here and all these Ace of Spade one lows. I do like the University Blue lows. I have a lot of shoes. I have smoke grays in the low. Um, this model just came out. This was the style of the one lows, the original one lows that they had before that they just re-released earlier this year. And I definitely love the look of the older ones than the newer ones. It's just a different style shoe, with the newer style. With the newer style, it's a certain look from the back and everything, and the older style is more of a, just looks more like a Jordan 1 to me. Different tab on the back and everything. So I definitely had to get them. And I wanted to go for a few other older release models that just recently came out, but I didn't hit. And I don't know what's been going on in the shoe world, but like I said, in the past maybe few months, maybe 6 months, it's been extremely hard to cop a pair of shoes. I used to get 3 pairs a week, and now I'd be lucky if I hit maybe 1 or 2 pairs a month. When I was racking in, I can't even tell you, probably like 10 pairs to 15 pairs a month, so. But all in all, that is my collection. Like I said, a lot of people know this about me, and a lot of people don't know this about me, but I do collect shoes. It was definitely what I evolved a lot of my time around before I had got my back into ATVs basically and all. So yep, that's my collection, and it's still growing, and definitely don't plan on stopping anytime soon. And maybe one day, and I try to keep all my shoes in a condition to where if I clean them up, they're gonna look brand new. I don't mess up my shoes. I try to clean them after I wear them, and I just try to keep them in good condition just in case I ever do want to sell my collection one day. I can't even begin to tell you how much my personal collection is even worth. I can suspect probably over 20 grand, but I have no idea. Could be less, could be more. I don't know. I just know that I have a lot of expensive shoes that I paid a lot of fucking money for. So, Yep, that's my collection, and I will be posting more shoe content and a few shoe reviews when I do hit on a pair of shoes that I like and everything, and definitely keep it on my channel, you know. So, hope you liked the video, and definitely like and subscribe. You know, if you're into shoes, want to see more, get to know more about my personal collection, or if you like riding, like watching riding four-wheelers and everything, and riding videos, you know. So, first off, I want to say thank you for watching this video. It means a lot to me. And I'm about to hit 100 subscribers on my channel, and means a lot to me, and didn't think it was gonna grow this fast and get this big when I first started doing this channel and riding videos and shoe content. So really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, thanks for supporting, and I'll definitely try to keep coming with the good content and keep it as real as possible, because that's what I'm all about. So thank you, enjoy this ride.